Hi guys, welcome back. If you guys looked at the tutorial that showed you how to make ceramic tile using the photo paper, this is exactly the same way except for you're using a very thin sheet of plastic. Notice it's very, very thin, not much thicker than a piece of cardstock. And I actually got it off of a recycled piece of metal that came from the lights that I made in the addition on the dollhouse. It was inside and it was kind of just like to give more of a silhouette lighting effect. I scored it on the scoreboard. This is what a scoreboard looks like. If you don't have one, they come with the little scoring tool, and then you just kind of go down the line with it. Okay, this is a larger one. They do have smaller ones. Alright, so basically this one, what I did here is I did the gray ink because I wanted to kind of get gray grout, but I found that with the plastic, the ink does not really like to stick to this. So you probably, if you're going to use the ink, you'd have to sand it first to get it to go. But then I put a blue on top of it. Now, everything's right there, and it's probably okay if I put some Mod Podge on it, and it'll be fine. However, I have these food colorings that are made for cake decorating. They're more of a gel, and they're not like the regular food colorings. You have to get the ones that are made by Wilton. If you mix them in a bowl, really, really deep color, and use a sponge, you can get your color with it. And then dab it on the same way you would with the ink thing. The food coloring sticks to this as long as you don't wet it. So once you put the food coloring on there, I would seal it with like a spray sealer. I don't think I would use Mod Podge for that. But if you use like a clear coat spray, it should be okay. And this is a smaller grid. This is 1 inch, and then this one was a half. So if you see, 2 of those make 1. Okay, so this here, you don't really have to do anything at all to it because you can use it just as it is and just have white tile. However, when you're making the smaller grid with the smaller plastic, you're going to have to take and run it under some hot water because it will want to curl up on the end because you're like putting it to where it wants to go, like that with the grid. So it's a little bit harder to do the smaller grid, but I actually like the smaller grid really a lot for doing a shower or bathroom wall or something like that. And to give you a size comparison of what this is, I cut a couple of them out. You can kind of just see. It's just one of those squares. And I've got food coloring on my hands. But basically, if you want to keep it white, you don't have to do anything to it except for score it. And if you want to color the plastic, then you can use the food coloring to do it. Now you can also sand it lightly with like a 400 grit sandpaper, and then the ink probably will stick to it at that point, but I didn't try that. Alright, well, I just want to give you an update on the tile, and I'll see you next time. Don't forget to watch or follow Dollhouse Miniature Madness and Tutorials on Facebook for more DIY, and you can check out my Pinterest page under Laurie Holden Eisler. And in the meantime, stay tuned. Got lots more miniatures to make. Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. Have a great day.